fine, but why are you going with this? Why are you carrying this? Record story. Nani, kuja record hapo. Madam, rudishia mwenyewe ndani yako. Bado unachukua deni yako. Boss, kuja uchukue kitu yako. Why are you running away, madam? Why are you running away? We are not harmed with anything. We just have cameras. You are exploiting. No, you are the one carrying. You are the one carrying. No, you are the one carrying, madam. No, it's fine. No, we are not mishandling. No, madam. No. Just someone is trying to fight for his life. No, na wewe ni nani? No, leave him. Mbona unanishika? No, don't fool him anywhere. No, he's going anywhere. No. Mimi unanistua? Mnazoea watu wapita, mnazoea vijana hapa. Mmoja wanatafuta unga. Mnazoea vijana. It is a law. No. Wapi? Hakuna. Wewe ni kanjo. Hiyo ni kazi ya kanjo. Vijana wana kazi. Na pia mbaya hiyo. Ba madam, go away. Go away. No. Go away. Afande, acha iishe hiyo kitu. Hiyo kitu imeisha, mmepea, wacha iishe. Acha iishe. Hapana, hapo sukuma imeisha, afande. Stop harassing Kenyans. Stop harassing young people. No, what are you doing? Look at this. We have delivered. No, it's fine. No. But why are they extorting Kenyans? We have delivered. Let's go now. Let us go. Mwenye napiga pesa. Bana, nimepoteza saa. Achana naye. No, it's fine. Kuja twende bro. I cannot. Ngoja. Kuja twende. There's nothing they can do. Kuja twende. Twende na hospital. Tushakomboa. Kuja mnajam nyinyi wote against them. Hao tumewajamisha huko, wameenda tukapatia ukijana kamera yake. Please, umenyang'anya polisi kwa vitu. Please. Polisi asilete ujinga ati anakujia. Unajua wana time. Ukiwa peke yako hivi anakujia, anashika hii, anaenda nayo ufuate. Ukienda na wao huko wanakuja wanakwambia toa 1500 ama toa kitu uko nayo. Kubali kuexploitiwa tafadhali. Na mkuu one point. Sawa comrades. Mmoja wenu akipigiwa, nyinyi wengine wote mseme mmekubaliwa na bylaws za Nairobi County Council.
Bunge, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BAV. This is Bunge Audio Visual, the place where we get to give you updates not only in Kenya but across the globe as well. So you've watched the video, and I want to thank you guys for the 240 subscribers that you have given me over the past 28 days. And for me, I'll just give you a summary of whatever has happened in that first video. I give you so much thanks. And as we begin, you've seen a shocking video has actually surfaced, showing Kenyans uniting to rescue a young content creator from the two police officers and a county enforcement officer who had confiscated his camera and tripod, allegedly in an attempt to extort a bribe, which is, I think, a very, very unfortunate habit that we're still experiencing as a country since the time we gained independence and since the time the National Police Service was put into action, or rather established. So what I can say is that the incident, which took place in a broad daylight, quickly turned into a chaotic one, as bystanders recorded the scene, demanding answers from the police officers. For now, tumekuwa tukisema story mambo ya accountability, and some people usually take it as a joke. But what I can say is that we've reached a point whereby most of the citizens in this country of ours called Kenya have reached point of no return in terms of negotiation with those serving in various sectors of the country, because they want people to hold themselves accountable. That's why in the protest we were seeing the Gen Zs are holding placards that demand accountability from the people that they have elected into office. We were able to see the Gen Zs holding placards that were written that police should stop killings, police should stop harassing the people, police should stop what do we call being corrupt. And I think these are some of the issues that were brought out clearly, and that most of the people promised, if not everyone, most of us promised not to tolerate such kind of habits within the bounds of this country. And what followed was an intense standoff where civilians courageously stood their ground, questioning why the law enforcement, who are supposed to protect the citizens and maintain law and order as expected, were instead harassing a hardworking youth simply trying to earn a living by using his content creation skills and to be able to make both ends meet. So the officers clearly caught off guard, attempted to justify their actions, put the growing crowd who actually tried to who attempted to justify their actions were caught off guard, and the growing crowd was not buying the kind of idea that the police were trying to put out, because for them they were saying that it was prohibited for the content creator to be able to continue with the content creation activities past 6 p.m. But to the civilians, they were saying that there is such a law, rather such a restriction doesn't exist in any document in this particular country. Neither was it gazetted at any given point in this particular country. So as tensions escalated, one of the police officers, a woman, attempted to intimidate the crowd by holding the firearm in a defensive stance. However, instead of backing down, we were able to see the people grew even more determined, shouting at the police officers and demanding justice. Some of the people were saying, go away, and they ended up pushing the lady. And at one point, frustrated civilians physically snatched the equipment back from the police, ensuring it was returned to its rightful owner. Because also amechoka history ya mtu kuja kila time kuambia, oh, you've done this, you're taking this, without a clear evidence, or rather clear instructions from any people who have been able to formulate that kind of policy. I think it's something that most of the Kenyans nowadays wametupilia mbali. People want clear information. People want official communication so that they can be able to practice such kind of activities as required by the law. You don't just wake up and say atofai kuwa na hii kamera hapa, then they ask you wamesema wapi. It's a public place. I'm supposed to be I'm allowed to have this camera at this particular point at this time. It's a public space, and hakuna time restrictions ya kukuwa na camera at any time at this particular point. Then you as a police officer unasema tu walisema. Who said? Who walisema ndo kina nani walisema? You see, so Kenyans at this particular moment want clear information. You must be concise in whatever you're saying so that they can be able to at least take your statement seriously. But if you just come without any official document saying that this kind of activity is restricted here, yet you have no documentation to prove whatever you're trying to say, trust me, the kind of situation that you will have created, or rather the kind of scene that you will have created, is actually going to work against you. And so something unfortunate about that event is that the police officers, realizing that they had been exposed and were dealing with the woke citizens who were unwilling to tolerate the police harassment, the officers started retreating as more people gathered, openly criticizing their abuse of power, and that the embarrassment was evident as they eventually left the scene, unable to justify their actions, because they knew this matter escalate. It was going to turn out as a very, very shameful shameful activity they engage themselves into, because at the end of the day they will be presented to a court of law and finally charged for abusing their power, or rather misusing misusing what they are supposed to be, misusing their powers. So This incident has sparked outrage online, with many condemning the ongoing misuse of police authority to extort innocent Kenyans or other citizens, because it also highlights the power of unity among citizens in fighting against corruption and standing up for their rights at the same time. Because you've seen the police officers walikuja, they thought that people are going to back down, to just bend by their rules, and so that they could continue playing the normal game they usually play to the normal wananchi. But this time round, I think odds were against them, and the people who are around were able to, kila mtu mwenye alikuwa karibu, everybody who was around was able to sacrifice that extra 2 minutes, that extra 5 minutes, just to ensure that the guy who was actually snatched his equipments was able to recover them from the police officers. And I don't know, because it also highlights the power of the unity among the citizens fighting against corruption and standing up for what others feel is right. And some of the biggest questions that we're left with is how many others have fallen victim to such extortion but had no chance to defend themselves. Because we've seen towards the end of the video, we had the guy who had actually come out to save the young man from being from losing his content creation equipment. Said that there are quite a number of content creators he's aware of that they might have fallen into the same circumstance, and since they had nobody to actually help them out, most of them actually lost their equipment, which is a very, very sad of affairs, and a loss to their business. And they wouldn't like such kind of situation to be experienced by any other content creator who is just trying to put his life on the line out there, who is just trying to go that extra mile to ensure that he employs himself, even though he has tried so much to apply from various companies so as to be able to be fully employed and earn a living. But what I can say is that when the grind gets tough, you need to get tougher, because greatness requires internal toughness. So it means for such kind of a person to be able to have a successful story at some point in life, it means that he or she okay, I'm not saying he or she has to necessarily go through such kind of traumatizing incidents, but that is just the way life operates. At some point, you're going to have people trying to block you from doing or from chasing your wildest dreams. But at the end of the day, you need to ensure that you're the one who is in charge of. You're the one who knows whatever you want to be in life, and you're the one who knows the kind of life that you desire to have in the future, because you're the one who has already set the plan, or rather the roadmap of wherever you want to go in life. So without further ado, I like to come to conclude by saying thank you very much for having given me those new subscribers. And if at all you like to give some sentiments or rather some opinion on whatever you just watched, a comment section iko hapo chini, and I'll call it at the end of today's episode. Stay tuned, stay safe, till next time, bye bye.